Hey everybody, it's Crazy QnA Girl. How you doing? Today I'm going to be doing my first Q&A. So a couple weeks ago, I asked you guys to ask me questions for a Q&A, and you guys asked quite a few questions, more than I expected at least. So now I'm going to start answering them. Also, I just realized that I'm wearing the same shirt as I did when I asked you guys to ask me questions, so that's kind of weird. Alright, so the first question comes from Lauren Fung, who asks 4 questions. First is, what camera and tripod do you use? So the camera I use is my phone. I just use an iPhone 6S. I use that to film. I don't have a camera that I use, but the phone's camera is actually pretty good, so that's what I use. As for the tripod, I use a Manfrotto tripod. I think that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, it's kind of an old tripod. I've been using it for pretty long, and yep, so pretty simple things. I don't use really heavy equipment to film anything. Why did you start cubing? So the reason why I started cubing was because it's kind of a story. So when I was at school one day, I saw these 2 girls in my class playing with Rubik's Cubes, and they were trying to solve them, so I sat with them and I tried to solve it, and of course I couldn't do it. And they got like one side or something, and then I went home, got my Rubik's Cube that I have, because I feel like every kid has a Rubik's Cube, so I had a Rubik's Cube lying around that was scrambled from like years ago, and I picked it up, I tried to solve it, and it didn't work because I wasn't able to figure it out. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna look up a tutorial on how to do it. So I did, and I used the Rubik's website on how to solve it, I think. And yeah, so I brought it to school the next day, and I just started solving it, and then I was just I was just known as the girl who solves Rubik's Cubes really fast. Why did you start making YouTube videos? Now, I've been watching YouTube for quite a long time, and I really like filming and acting and stuff. So I was like, hey, I want a YouTube channel so I can make cubing videos. Also, as soon as I started cubing, I started like looking up cubing videos and how to make Rubik's Cubes. So yeah, I think the first YouTubers I watched were like Red KB, Me, Myself, and Pi, even though he's not around anymore, and then like JR Cuber. And then what is your favorite WCA event? My favorite WCA event is just 3x3 because it's the classic and I'm pretty good at it. And also, I don't really compete in that many other events because I don't really practice things like skew, clock, Mega Minx. I've never competed in those. And I'm pretty bad at 4x4. I've never made the cutoff because I only tried once. And then 2x2, I'm also not that good at. From CT Cuber, what editing software do you use? I just use iMovie because it's simple, but it works, and it makes pretty good high quality videos. So yeah, that's what I use. I might change my editing software as I go along on YouTube, but for now, that's what I use. From JTR Cuber, do you think of doing one-handed solving? Also, what's your favorite color? So for the first question, do you think of doing one-handed solving? I'm not really a fan of one-handed solving. I find it kind of difficult to be able to do it one-handed. Also, my hands are kind of small, and even though I can get a smaller cube, I'm just not very good at it, but I might try it once in the future. And my favorite color is blue. Okay, from Burger Boy, this person asked 5 questions. So, favorite cubing YouTuber? That's a good question. Probably JR Cuber. He's good. Also, I like the, I forget what they're called. They call themselves the Frederick Club of America. So it's like DG Cubes, #Cuber, Derpy Cuber, TPC, and the Rubik's Cube. I like those. Most valuable puzzle you own. Now, I'm not sure what you mean by valuable, like the one I would like not want to let go of, or like the most expensive one, because those are kind of 2 different types of valuable. I'm not sure what my most expensive one is. I actually don't have that many expensive cubes. And my favorite one, I don't really have a favorite one. Do you cube in school? Every once in a while, but rarely. If you had $1,000, what puzzle would you buy? Now, you said puzzle as in a singular puzzle, but with $1,000, I could buy a lot of puzzles. So I'd probably buy all the big cubes, like 13 by 13, 11 by 11, like Caraminx, all the really big ones that are pretty expensive. Would you rather be a world-class feat solver, so in the top 5, or would you rather have free puzzles from the Cubicle.us for a whole year? I mean, I would obviously rather have free puzzles from the Cubicle.us for a whole year, because they like always have new puzzles, and they're all really good puzzles. And also, why would I want to be a world-class feat solver? It's like, yeah, she can solve Rubik's Cubes, and she's like in the top 5 for solving them with her feet. Feet's kind of a weird event, and I don't ever plan on doing that. But now if I got like an email from the Cubicle.us saying like, you're gonna get free puzzles from us for a whole year, I'd be like, anyways. Okay, so from Cyber Dragon is 1300. This person asked, would you rather solve a Waylong GTS with 20 magnets in each piece or a Rubik's brand? I would choose a Waylong GTS with 20 magnets in each piece because that would feel really cool. From Ben Sandlin, will you answer this question? No. Alright guys, that's all the questions I'm going to be answering today. I know there are a couple of you who didn't get an answer to your question, and if you really want an answer to that question and I didn't answer it, then you can leave it in the comments of this video. And again, if I get enough, I'll do a second Q&A, and yeah, we'll see where it goes from there. But anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time on Crazy Cube and Carol. Bye!